Cars stuffed with piles of belongings arriving in Armenia. Each day the number of refugees grows, leaving Nagorno-Karabakh increasingly empty. When Azerbaijan took control of Nagorno-Karabakh last week, most of the ethnic Armenians decided to leave their homes. They believed they were in danger of extermination, despite Azerbaijan's assurances of their safety. Thousands of new arrivals reach Goris, the first city over the border. This is the first place they can get help and shelter. They share the hardships they went through to get here.
We spent 3 days in traffic. It was a difficult trip. It was a very difficult moment for us to leave our town and our home.
Inside of 3 years, I've lost 2 homes. My 4 young children have heard so many shells and missiles. They cried so much. It affected them psychologically. I just wish my kids had a safe place and went to school like other children.
Armenian city Goris, which is 50 kilometers away from the border, has become a humanitarian hub for ethnic Armenians fleeing Nagorno-Karabakh. Thousands of refugees have been arriving at Goris theatre, where they're being registered, where the first medical and psychological help is being provided by the volunteers. International organizations have been working here non-stop, as well as the whole city, to provide the refugees with all the necessary. Volunteers in makeshift tents feed people with sandwiches, sweets and tea, things they were deprived of for a long time. The volunteers also say housing all the refugees will be an issue for a small country like Armenia.
I think the most pressing thing seems to be accommodation. There's just it's an overwhelming amount of people, so the country entirely, the system wasn't really prepared to take on this many people, I think.
The hospitality of individual Armenians toward their fellow compatriots eases the burden. The refugees say they feel welcomed. Locals come here to help with whatever they can.
Our town is supporting people, especially kids. The locals are doing whatever they can. They provide shelter and feed them. Our town can do this.
Some refugees have been in Goris for a few days, sleeping in their cars, waiting to register. Some plan to go to the capital city of Yerevan and live with their relatives. Others say they have no one to go to. All of them are overwhelmed by the uncertainty of their future.
Subscribe to Oneindia channel and never miss an update.